If we are able to change Prime Minister's questions and to make it a more genuine exercise in asking questions and answering questions, no one would be more delighted than me. We won't be able to afford a strong NHS without a strong economy.
If I could take the Prime Minister back to the situation of mental health in this country.
Strong economy, paying down our deficit, making sure we deliver for working people, to join us in the lobbies tonight.
It would be very nice if the Prime Minister actually answered the question I asked.
Because none of these services, none of these things, not even strong defence, is possible without a strong economy.
I'm not absolutely sure where the money's coming from following the Prime Minister's answer, but no doubt it will come.
Something Labour wouldn't have done.
Mr. Speaker, of course the rainfall was excessive, of course the river levels were high, but the Prime Minister has still not answered the question on the Leeds flood protection scheme. Mr. Speaker, it's very strange that when I've asked a question about Leeds flood defence, then on Cumbria flood defence, the Prime Minister still seems unable to answer. Can he now tell us if there is going to be funding for those schemes?
But we can only do that with a strong economy, an economy that is growing, where more people are in work, more people are paying taxes. We've got the strength to solve this problem of floods, and we will do it in a proper way.
Mr. Speaker, the Prime Minister hasn't answered on Leeds, he hasn't answered on Cumbria, he hasn't answered on the warning from Professor Mellors.
Who want a better start in their life.
Mr. Speaker, I noticed the Prime Minister did not give any guarantee to leaseholders on estates. The Prime Minister gave no assurances to tenants, no assurances to leaseholders, no assurances to low-paid people who want to get somewhere decent to live. So will families earning his so-called national living wage be able to afford one of his discount starter homes?
I very much hope they will, because we're also, as well as starter homes...
Well, Mr. Speaker, I hope this word hope goes a long way, because research by Shelter found that families on his so-called living wage will be unable to afford the average starter home in 98% of local authority areas in England. Last week, I asked the Prime Minister the same question 6 times, Mr. Speaker, and he couldn't answer. He's now had a week to think about it.